Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to get exclusive listings without cold calling. And everything that we do, this whole strategy is about creating inbound traffic and creating pre-sold content so that every single phone call is a warm call, not a cold call. Cold calls are brutal. Can't stand them. I've never done it myself. I have implemented this model for years and years, starting many years ago, working with Bob Knackel. Now, this is his website, and you can, if you're just looking at the headlines, you can go over to bkrea.com. Go look at the success stories, look at the media, look at the tabs under the media, and you're going to see everything in this website is really just, it's like an informational site made for his target clients. And same thing here. If you look at this is Tenant Rep LA. This is Nina Steiner out in California. Same strategy. Her message is very, very clear. She's got really good information on her site. And this is where everybody's going to check you out, no matter what. Whether you're talking to somebody, you're getting referral, everybody's going to check you out. And so that's really what this is all about. If you look over here, this is Alpha Realty in New York, another company we work with. And by the way, my name's Ed Winslow, and I'm the architect of this whole proof stacking strategy, which I have outlined in the exclusive listing pitch kit right here, which is a 200-page workbook that you can keep on your desk and you can flip through it. You can look, it's got tons and tons of information, everything that you would ever need to know about how to build out your website the right way, how to get search results, how to get on Perplexity and ChatGPT and all these sites where people are searching for you so you can get inbound business. Now, I'm going to, let's take a look. Here's another one. Here's Seraphin Real Estate in Virginia. If you look at, everybody's doing the same exact strategy. This is what works. So you can apply this strategy in your niche market. And I've got it all outlined in the pitch kit. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, I've also got here, which is just an amazing strategy. This is my school group. And if you look over here, I've got a little like a mini course. And this goes through everything that you would ever need to know about how to use press releases to win every exclusive listing. So the strategy, this strategy works, it's like a multi-pronged strategy, right? It helps you get the visibility so that you can get the leads. Once you get the leads, there's a model to get the exclusive listings, and one of them is using visibility in the press. And that is a really, really key thing. And now this little guide here, it's free in my school group. And here's an example. Here's a press release. You show this to a client, you're going to win every single a prospect. You're going to win every single exclusive listing. And this gets into all the we get into traffic distribution, the power of news. I mean, this is really, really powerful. And this is at the fingertips of everybody, every single broker. I don't care what you do. I don't care where you are and what your niche is, how to become the only logical choice. I have this all laid out, all the objections. And so let's take a look over here at the pitch kit. So this is all about how to overcome consumer doubt. And that is the most important thing to understand in any kind of business, sales or whatever. But let me move ahead here. This right here, this is what I want to show you. This right here is a section on what's called Meet the Doubter. And the thing here is that I would say the majority, almost 99.9% of brokers are out there. They're trying to prove why they're so great. And that's not what the owners want to hear. They want to hear what you're going to do for them. And the key is to understand if they're resisting, if they're not hiring you, there's a reason why. And typically it comes down to consumer doubt. There's something, they want to believe you. They've got a fear of the unknown. They're apprehensive. Maybe your message is unclear. They're confused. They're wondering, what am I getting into? Do I really want to work with this person? Maybe they're influenced by others. They do not want to get bamboozled. That's what it really comes down to. And so the doubter is one of the things to really, really understand. When you understand the consumer, you're going to know in this book, giving thousands of different levers that are going to help you with all kinds of sales hooks and all kinds of strategies to overcome that consumer doubt so that you can win the exclusive listing. It's very simple. I've got worksheets. You can scroll through it really easy. Keep it on your desk. Things like this, the trust equation. This is one of the most important things. It's so key because it's all about self-orientation is about how much the owner senses you're doing this for you, not for them. That's a really key thing because you can bring a consumer, a seller of a property or an owner of a property that wants to retain you to lease the property. And it doesn't matter whether you're selling a $500,000 home or a $100 million commercial property. It all matters. It's all the same thing. So every time we sound self-serving, trust stops. Every time we talk about ourselves, belief weakens. Nobody wants to hear about us. They only care about themselves. And when you understand that concept, and then why does that apply to the 5 levels of consumer awareness? Because that's what we're looking to do. We're trying to move the consumer, the owner of the property, step by step through the cycle of belief. And when you know how to do that, that's going to enable you, once you get the lead, how do you move them through every step? And this, the way we build our websites, the way we build out success stories and market reports and press releases, that all matters. And that's what is in this book. So if you down below, there's a link to pick up a copy of the book. We also have a school group here where I've got trainings. I've got live calls every Tuesday and Thursday. And this is all we talk about. We talk about different strategies. We talk about success stories, how to use words, how to get the visibility using AI. We talk about a lot of AI related strategies, different tools that you can use. And that's what this is all about, because trying to build a business on cold calls is a very, very difficult thing. You could start with a phone cold call, but you've got to turn them in. You've got to convert that cold into warm. And you've got to understand that the consumer is never going to pull the trigger and hire you right there on the spot. You have to move them through a cycle. It's called a sales funnel. And if you want to get business, if you want to, I've seen so many, I've been the recipient of getting amazing business. This is how I got into the internet. I bought a building, I converted it into multifamily, I converted it into condos, sold the condos when the brokers in town told me that I'd never sell them. I used the internet to get the visibility. And that was a building I bought for $1.1 million, put $600,000 into the rehab, and we sold it out, all the units out for $2.8 million. A little 12-unit building. There was $1 million in profit in that deal, or close to it. And so I've been doing this for a long period of time. So if you want to know how to do this, this is the guide. And this is what goes into the websites that we build. And this is the playbook. So anyway, so hopefully this is helpful to you. I highly recommend picking up a copy of this workbook. And I also highly recommend, if you want to know how to apply it, join the school group. It's a very inexpensive program. I think it's $47 a month right now. We will be increasing that price, but right now it's a very attractive price, and the pitch kit is very affordable too. And this is an alternative to spending, $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in coaching. This is the formula right here. You do not need, you can go with coaching programs, but I highly recommend this is where you start. This would be the first place to start, because once you understand this, all the coaching that you are going to pay for afterwards with all these other coaches that are out there, if that's what you want to do, this is going to help you grow exponentially. So again, pick up a copy down below. I'm telling you, we're generating hundreds of millions of dollars worth of business for brokers using this strategy in the billions. It's frankly in the billions. and I can, I can prove it. Just look at bobnackle.com and what he's doing, and all these other brokers that we're working with. So hopefully this is helpful to you, and we will see you. I'll see you in the next video.